Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Lizzie. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to be going through the Goddess Guidance Oracle Cards deck by Doreen Virtue. If you want a little bit of information about Doreen Virtue, because it's kind of interesting to me, I'll talk more about it at the end, but for now let's just jump into the cards and take a look at them. All right, so the back of the cards have this cute little crown on them. They're a nice gold color. And then if we turn it over and look at what the actual cards look like, each card is gonna have a different goddess on it with a message and then a phrase or quote that gives you a little bit more information for the message. These cards, I think, have some beautiful imagery on them as well. I also tend to really like the different quotes. This one says, "The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you." I just feel like the messages are very digestible. They're very easily digestible. And I feel like you don't need a whole lot of interpretation because it's pretty straightforward. I mean, obviously, use your intuition and feel the card and gain more information from your guides through the cards. That's always the best way, in my opinion. But look how, oh, I love that. I do love the imagery. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. I will say that these aren't like my favorite cards to go to, but every once in a while when I'm feeling like the goddess divine feminine energy and I want just more of that, this is the card I will pick up and see which goddess. Sometimes this is also like if I'm really struggling, sometimes I'll have the thought like, okay, I need the image of like someone being here with me. So I pull a card like, okay, who's here with me right now? Keeping me company, supporting me, that sort of thing. And I like to use the deck that way as well. Okay, so let's draw a card for everyone that's watching today, and then we'll look at the book and I'll give you an idea of what the book is like. So, who is here with us right now for the filming of this video? For those watching as well, who's here in support or who has a message for us? All right. Damara, guiding children. Interesting. It says, you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. This could also be in reference to your inner child as well. If you feel recently that your inner child is wanting, this is just my interpretation of it. I don't actually know what the book says. One thing I like about the book is that it gives you information about the different goddesses. So first it's going to give you the message about what the card is. Then it's going to give you various other meanings. And then it's going to tell you a little bit about who the goddess is and more information about her. So we'll read through this one. Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Message from Damara. One can be gentle and a fierce protector simultaneously. My vigilant focus on keeping harmony within households stems from my desire for children to maintain their youthful awe and sense of wonder. How else will we ensure that they'll see and speak with the fairies? How else will we foster the continuation of children's healing laughter? Join with me in guiding the children, and you'll see your own imagination sparked by these amazing young beings. Your own enthusiasm and youthful spirit attracts the children's respect and attention. I'll lead you toward young people who can benefit from your help. Various meanings of this card. Spend time with or have a heart-to-heart talk with your own children. Get into a career involved with helping kids. Volunteer with young people. Know that children will be coming into your life soon. You will be a parent. Take care of your own inner child through play and laughter. About Damara, a Celtic fertility goddess whose name means gentle. Damara helps to bring peace and harmony to families and within households. She helps children maintain their youthful innocence and faith. Damara is happy to guide you with respect to the best way to help children, yours or someone else's. So I do like the way that the book is set up. I like that there's a little bit longer of a message. The various meanings are interesting to me. I find it suspicious when cards give meanings like get into a career involved with helping kids. Like, getting into a career is a really big life decision that requires more than just a card pull, in my opinion. People may feel differently, but in my opinion, that's like a wild thing to put into a card. Again, just my opinion. And then I really appreciate when cards give you information about what's on the cards. Like if you're gonna make a card deck that has goddesses or deities or anything that has information on, what am I trying to say? You get what I'm saying, hopefully. I just really appreciate it when the card maker decides to add information about whatever it is. So like I said, overall, I do really like these cards. I think that they're beautiful, and I love the flowing goddess and divine feminine energy that the cards have. I like that the cards are diverse. It's just a deck that I do genuinely enjoy. So that's it for this deck review. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't know anything about Doreen Virtue, I mentioned at the top of the video that there was some information. So Doreen Virtue has made many different types of oracle cards and tarot decks, and she's written lots of books involving like angels and lots of different metaphysical topics. And she was pretty prominent in some spiritual and metaphysical spaces for a long time, like many years, decades. But then in the last couple of years, she's become a born-again Christian and has completely denounced all of this kind of stuff. And, that's okay. That's in her right. I totally respect her opinion on that. It's her life and the way that she's living it. That's awesome. She did ask, though, that people that had decks and books of hers to destroy them, get rid of them, and not use them. And that's where I just was like, I'm not going to do that. That's the information that's there. I don't really follow her along anymore. I do subscribe to her on YouTube just to keep an eye on like what videos she uploads. I don't really watch them anymore, but I do find it interesting. It's just I'm always curious to see and hear about people's journey, and if it changes halfway through their life or in the 3/4 part of their life, I think it's interesting, and I'm always open to hear people's journeys and stories. Especially because I grew up very like conservative Christian, born again Christian, and I have found myself come out of that. So it's always interesting to me to see someone who was very prominent in this space then go into the space that I have come out of. So that's just a little personal about me. Another thing about Doreen Virtue is she like just before she became a born-again Christian, she like lived in Hawaii on an animal sanctuary, and she just looked so vibrant and healthy. And this is just based on looks. Like, obviously I'm not her. I don't know what she was actually feeling and thinking and that sort of thing. But based on the outside, what she looked like she was just glowing and vibrant and healthy. And then the next time we saw her on YouTube, after going through this really difficult time, and she talks about it, it was a really difficult time. She just seems so sad. Why am I getting into this? Anyway, there's a lot more information about Doreen Virtue out there if you're curious, or you can message me and we can talk, because it is something that I am really curious about and interested in, though I don't actively keep up with her anymore, because I got other stuff to do. So anyway, Thank you guys for watching. If you like card deck reviews and want to see more, I have tons of decks. I'm going to be putting up more and more videos. I'm also going to start doing card readings, just general card readings that you see here on YouTube. It's something that I enjoy seeing, so I'm going to do it as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.